So when you haven't scrubbed, you're going to throw your gloves out on the table, and you're going to pull them like this, and you see how that wants to go back in? If that goes back in like that, you can't use those gloves. They're not sterile anymore. So the safest thing to do is to bring your hands in, and you can use your thumbs, kind of hold that flap down, push that flap out just to be sure. Open them up and give this a little pull. Don't pull it that hard. Give it a little tug like that. That way it'll stay, you have a better chance of it staying down. And depending, I'm right-handed, so this is the way a right-handed person does it. Left-handed person usually starts with the other glove. So with my not dominant hand, I'm going to pick up the glove, and I want to pick it up on the outside, this part here. Because this part is what's going to go against my skin eventually. So I want to put my hand in, and it's okay for one hand to touch the other at this point. What you have to be sure of is that you don't go past here, halfway on the cuff, okay? Then I'm going to put my hand in, and my thumb's going to slide in, and then I'm going to pull up here and adjust my hand so that roll goes away. Did you see how it had kind of a roll in the beginning? Now it doesn't. I've covered these fingers so I don't accidentally touch anything, and let it go. Now your cuff is still up, but you have to leave it like that. You can't, if you were to pull it down now, you'd contaminate the glove. So you don't want to. With the second glove, now it might be loose, and I might have put one finger in the wrong hole or something like that. I got lucky. It slid right in. But if that happens to you, don't worry. You're going to be able to make it right in a second. With the second glove now, so now you've got your more talented hand. You're going to put your fingers under here, and you have to kind of pick it up with one hand, and using just one hand, you're going to have to open it up like this. When you bring it up, you want to loosen it. Now you see how my hand is completely covered, this hand that's sterile. This doesn't go down past that cuff, so now this glove is staying sterile. Now I'm going to take this hand, and let me botch this one up. I'll use this so you can see. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down and start to pull it over, and oh boy, did I screw this one up. All right, see, I didn't even get any of my fingers in right, okay? And this isn't even in the finger part. This is in the palm. So I'm going to let this go like that. Then now I've got all sterile fingers. Now all I'm going to do is pull straight up, and then I'm going to adjust my fingers into it. Usually people don't screw up this way. All right, I'm going to pull from here, but then I'm going to let it go up here because I do not want it to touch. Now I'm going to take those sterile fingers, and I'm going to put them inside this cuff, pull it out, and then pull it all the way down on my arm and let go. And on this side, same thing. I'm going to pull it all the way down and let go. And then you can adjust and bring them down on your fingers. And the reason you don't want this excess, I mean, for what we're doing most of the time, it's okay. But if you're starting an IV or something where you have to feel, make sure you pull those little air pockets out of the tips of your fingers, because then you'll be able to feel things better. All right, so I successfully put my gloves on. Okay? So that's gloves. So now that I'm sterile, I can handle everything. All right? Now we're going to do it again. That's gloves only. Now